grill in his mouth.
Hey, and this is my first one, but this is also the reason I need to get like a second set because my teeth start deviating right before the canine.
Yeah.
And so the fact that I got the bottom 10, I mean, I got to get that fixed so I won't have such a slur.
Oh, you got them like fitted? They're on some Johnny Dang shit?
All the way.
What the fuck is up? We're live.
What's up?
Yeah, the worst.
Here.
Yeah, I mean,
best.
it's honestly...
Which one's my camera? This one?
Fucking yeah,
Gang,
the one that's pointed towards you, you stupid bitch.
Yo.
I miss you, Chad.
This isn't...
It's good to see you, dog.
I mean, this isn't the worst. This is the Dirty Dozens and Dark White.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Hello, fam.
Had a fucking baby.
Shit.
And... congrats, it's trans.
It's mixed.
It doesn't identify as black or white.
So, I mean, I'm going to just start off by saying that, like, it has been, it's been a year almost to the day where I did the last podcast of The Worst, which was a really fun show to do, but I feel like it had ran its course, and on top of that, I was broke and couldn't afford to keep doing it. So,
there it is.
You know, a little bit of truth. I feel like I don't even need to host this. We are all hosts in our own right.
In our own personal rights,
but I will introduce everybody. My name is Chad Austin. I'm a comic and kind of an asshole. And then next to me over here, we have Chylite.
It's your boy.
And then over here, I got Nolan. They're both rappers and gangsters and whatnot. And
I don't do gangster shit no more. I got a job. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
a job too. I still do gangster shit.
I don't have a job. And
You don't have, so that means all you do is gangster shit then.
all I do is gangster shit.
There it is. There it is.
No, actually, I have a couple jobs at the moment, but I'm looking for my permanent place at the moment. I'm currently driving Uber Eats, which, well, let's just say, fucking sucks.
I mean, it ain't supposed to be nice, bro.
I mean, I was hoping that like the hustle would get me like a little bit more money than it does, but goddamn, dude, no one fucking tips.
Yeah.
No one fucking tips, dude. I just drove your food to your house in under 30 minutes. Suck my dick and tip me.
There it is.
Or tip me by sucking my dick.
People are fucking dicks, dude.
One way or the other. I still think Fellatio's the answer. I'm with him.
I mean, it's never not the answer.
At all. Never a bad time for some head. You feel me? But I will say this about that. I think, we both work in the restaurant industry and we can attest to the fact that nobody's per se balling right now. You know what I mean? So if anybody's tipping, I had a shift last night and what stood out to me is that people under 25 knew how to tip 20%. You know what I mean? That's
also wild. Like, dude, I think there's also a little bit of consideration added to the checks nowadays. Most places you go have the percentages at the bottom of the check, and it really helps dumb motherfuckers.
We do. We got percentages.
Yeah, dude.
You guys don't. Am I right?
Be a little cheesy. We're a little more elevated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
well,
fucking
fuck y'all.
bougie bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
he's in a really nice spot. I've been to his spot. And
we're still putting percentages on there for the dumb motherfuckers.
because people are fucking dumb, dude.
Yeah, no, facts.
Like, they're fucking stupid. So it really helps people having that percentage at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to jump into this really quick because this is something that you and I used to do on the Dirty Dozens was, ask a white person a question, ask a black person a question, and see if something is a little bit, okay. There was a while for like 3 years I worked at a barbecue restaurant, right?
Blessos, am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're just going to say it?
Yeah. No, it's fine. I don't fucking work there anymore.
Fuck
I
those
would
guys.
never say it when I worked there, but now that I don't work there, who fucking cares? And they're also traitorous bitches.
Yeah, fuck them. They fired you like the day of, didn't give you no heads up, none of that type shit.
No.
Right?
What happened with them is they basically got bought out by like a bigger company. Mm-hmm. And they kept Kevin Bledsoe on as the face of the place, but like so his percentage got smaller or whatever.
Right.
And as long as it looked like there's still a black man cooking barbecue. And the new company came in and they're like, hey, this place doesn't do enough bar business, so we don't need a bar manager. You can stay on as a bartender for like 2 or 3 days a week. And I was like, dope. I can't survive off of that. So I found another job and then that job went tits up. Fuck you, Ice House. That one was the one where they just hit me with no warning and no reason.
And
Still,
all the comics are slamming it now.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I know. I mean, there's still a bunch of like shitty comics that frequent there, but for the most part, everybody kind of knows the word that Ice House treats comics like shit, and also their staff like shit.
Right.
But okay, I digress. I have a question for you.
What up?
Why is it that black people don't like to tip?
Hey, I wish I knew. I think that for real. Because there's 2 other black people where I work at, and I look to them and say, how come black folks can't tip correctly? So I don't know. I truly don't. I'm fucking embarrassed. I'll be honest with you, kid, because it's like I know how to tip. Hey, if you got less than 15%, you fucked up bad fucking with me. Because I'm at least a 15% type of guy, but these motherfuckers be tipping 10 and 5%, dog. Like, you can go ahead, $200, they'll live a $10 tip. Like, bro, you can just get out of my restaurant and not come back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying though, like I mean, there was multiple nights at Bledsoe's where people sit at the bar, rack up, a couple $100 on the bill, and then like drop it to the cent.
Hey, you know what? You know how bad it got?
That's wild.
Because my fellow black folks would come into my job and patronize my business, and I was kind of cool with that until I seen how they were tipping. I start telling the host, like, if they say they know me, tell them I'm not working today. Like, because I'm wasting time fucking with y'all, giving y'all extra shit on top of what you ordered. Like, I mean, anybody show up to my restaurant, I show love, as you should. I mean, if you have the ability to do so, right? But fuck all that, bro.
I got yesterday.
How bad?
The one mixed group that came into my shit.
Was it all black people?
Nah, it was predominantly Mexican girls and one black dude. And
we know what happened there, but go ahead.
No entrees. 3 appetizers, 3 salads. You party of 6, and we get our big parties in rotation, right? It's like, well, you got your 6 top, you're gonna ball off.
3 appetizers and 3 salads.
Under $200, like $180 something dollars, split into 3 ways. 0, 0, 5.
No.
What?
And and that the funny thing about that shit is the homie that tipped 5 was like, I got the tip. You know that's what fucking happened.
Nah, he said it like he was big dog at the table. That shit is embarrassing.
And that's another thing. It's before anybody when this is seen jumps down my throat for saying black people don't tip.
The black guy will say it too. Black people don't tip.
Okay,
French people
wrong with y'all?
Yes, I understand that. Yes, there is a group of people but also there is church people of any race don't tip. When they come in after church, they don't fucking tip. And
they already gave it to God. That's what happened.
Dude, they'll give you a pamphlet, dog.
Okay, so one of the times that I think, did I get fired for this one? I almost got fired for this one. When we were both working at Red Robin, when we worked there from like 16 to 21.
There it is.
And I was serving on a Sunday. I had a party of like 15, and my thing was I never wrote down orders. And that was how I would get my tip bigger, is because there was always somebody that would challenge me. And they would be like, can you believe this guy? He's not writing anything down. And I would just look at him and be like, okay, if everything comes out correct, you double my tip.
There it is.
And that was like my hustle, because I had a good memory before all the drugs. And so like I would do this all the time. And so this party, I nailed everything. Their extra size of ranch, all that bullshit. Checked on them constantly. Drop the bill, and it's Red Robin, so it's like party of 15, but it's like 183 or some shit like that.
Right, it's Red Robin.
So they leave it to the cent, and I walk up and I go, "Excuse me, was there a problem with your service?" And the lady looks at me without hesitation, goes, "We gave your tip to the Lord this morning." And I looked at her without hesitating and go, "Your Lord doesn't pay my bills."
Facts.
And she got so upset, and she went and found the manager and yelled at him, and then he had to kind of fake like he was. Yeah, that wasn't a day that I got fired, but he had to kind of fake that I was getting punished.
We know how that goes in the business.
But it was just like there. So church people also can't fucking tip, and it doesn't matter what race they are. So suck my dick.
It doesn't. It's fucking disappointing.
Okay, dude, I don't know why, but today, a lot of my social media has been about Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
And I really kind of want to get into this because this bitch is crazy.
So
Okay.
What about she sold crack?
Okay. No. So there multiple things came out of this interview that she did. One was that she said that when Tupac was in Rikers, he proposed to her.
Cap.
And because somebody already like debunked that.
Yeah.
Like he was already engaged when he went in there, and the lady he was with moved closer to Rikers so she could visit him almost daily.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's
funny shit. I seen that video right before I came here. Yeah.
And then on top of that, in the same interview, she says that she sold crack for Pablo Escobar.
Whoa, I didn't hear that last part.
I didn't hear the Escobar part. Now I need you to really fall the fuck back, bitch. I'm gonna tell you what you didn't do.
There's so much there though.
Well, okay.
Because there's the Iranian, like Contra.
Aside
Nicaragua,
aside from all that,
like there's a lot there. If it was Escobar's crack, but
we not even gonna bring Pablo into this. Pablo don't know her. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna leave Pablo right where he at. But here's the big question for anybody that's ever sold crack, anybody that's ever sold a drug that's just confiscatable like that. Crack dealers that get shot in their bag took. Where I'm from,
she is way too fine.
She's what, 115 pounds soaking wet,
5'2".
You know what I'm saying? He backhand this bitch and take her bag. She was selling crack where, and they let her live.
Where?
That shit funny to me.
And younger,
bro.
How much younger? She was famous when she was young. Right?
I don't give a fuck how famous she was, how famous she wasn't. Females dealing crack get killed where I'm from, dog.
No, I mean, it's all bullshit. And
and not to get morbid, but
but it's fucking true. It's absolutely true, dude. Like, I'm a big guy, and there was multiple times back in the day, and this is way past the statute of limitations, but when I was selling coke, and there was a couple times where I fucking feared for my life because I got into sketchy situations. So imagine a woman who's 115 pounds, 5'2". Yeah. You're not hard.
Nah.
What do you? How are you defending yourself?
You have whatever gun you want on you.
Okay, beyond statute of limitations, Chad might be able to tell you a story about when this fool upped a gauge on him.
Wait, what?
And that was a couple times. One of the time.
Wait, what do you mean a couple times? This happened multiple.
Yes, multiple times. But this loked out connected person upped a gauge on Chad. And his younger sister was jumping up and down on the furniture, talking about, do it, shoot him.
Wait,
this
who's
little
younger
girl,
sister?
The plug.
So
little girl was jumping up and down on the furniture, talking about, do it.
We're not gonna skip over this.
No, okay.
We need details.
So,
shit, dude.
I was like 20. I was almost 21, and I was broke, and I decided that I was going to start selling blow. And I had a homie that said he had a connection. Turns out the connection was connected through the Mexican mafia. And
not the people you want to owe money to.
No, not at all. And so he takes me over to this guy's house. It's deep in like Northside Indio, and the first time he pulls anything on me is the moment I meet him. I pull up in my car on the side of his street, and he's walking out of his house, and this motherfucker looks like he looks like a blueberry. He's like perfectly round, with like at least like 9 rolls on the back of his neck. Like,
oh my god!
And so and dude looks, because of his size, looks like he's in his 30s, but he's 19 years old. Just completely out of shape and worn and torn.
What a way.
Exactly. And the backstory is, I guess his dad used to run some kind of shop where he would store all the blow for Mexican mafia, and his shop got raided, everything got taken, and he didn't drop a dime on anybody. Like
sealed it up and sat down.
he
because they had to kill his whole family.
Yeah, he sealed it up, did his time. So because of that, the Mexican mafia just kept on dumping keys on this kid to take care of his family.
Yeah, they're not trying to slow up business.
Yeah. So this kid comes out to the car, and I roll down the passenger window, and he puts his arm on the windowsill with one arm and then reaches into his waist and pulls out a gun and points it directly at me. And I was just like, hi, how you doing? My name's Chad.
Yeah.
This is a fun meeting situation.
I know the vibes. That's the fuck you doing here, white boy.
And he was very sketchy, and he's all, hey man, is Daniel with you? And I was like, nah, man, you could see in my, like, I don't even know a Daniel. Like, he's like, are you sure? Like, I was like, nah, man, there's no Daniel in this car. Like, and then he starts doing this bullshit where he's like, oh, listen, it was a little Scion box I was driving, and he's
The
all,
XB?
yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, this is nice. He's like, can I like see how roomy the back seat is? But he was like opening the back door to see if anybody was like laying down. You know,
Right.
like, and I was like, yeah, dude, go ahead. Like,
Right.
I know what you're doing. Go ahead, just do
Right,
it,
right,
so we can get over. You know,
It's
so,
cool. I still need my product. You still need the money. Whatever you got to do to feel safe, hurry the fuck up. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that all happens. It's cool. He throws me the ounce that I started with. I give him the money. We take off. And I kid you not, on that drive home, saw like 17 cops. And I was so fucking paranoid. But
Hey, wait. Your first bag of blow was a zip?
yeah.
I didn't even start way that fuck up the ladder. Goddamn. Okay, Chad.
We got a really good deal.
Yes, you did. Shit.
So, you know, a couple times, the same routine and whatnot. And then it's like the fourth or fifth time I get there and he invites me in the house.
I wouldn't have went in the house, dog. You went in the house.
I went in the
didn't
house.
you?
I went in the
I wouldn't
house.
have done that shit at all.
And he takes me in, and it's like a hallway straight into the kitchen, but then to the left there was like a little like rec room, and that's where he just stored like so much shit. And like I said already, this fool's paranoid. And I sit down and he goes, hey man, he's like, I got some different shit. He's like, I want you or your boy that's with you to try it out and let me know what you think. And I was like, yeah, for sure. Let's do it. So he like racks it out, try it. And it's weird, dude. It like,
I'm like, where is this going?
You know, like whatever it was cut with, they made it taste like a strawberry banana smoothie.
What the fuck?
It tasted like lotion. It was very strange.
They cut your cocaine with protein powder. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. So I told him, I was like, yo, like, I don't feel a buzz. This tastes funny. Like everyone's gonna know the difference because they've already had whatever you had before. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna take it. And right as I'm saying that, he just pulls it out and just sticks it in my face. And he goes, what was that? I was like,
now, if we can have a moment of honesty, his plug didn't know that he was doing shit like that because that fucks business up.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Ain't
And
no-
I mean, and that's the way that he got it to continue to move.
I mean,
Like it was a threat of violence. And
I mean, yeah.
how it usually works, but that shit only works for so long. When his big homie find out that that's how he doing business, he'll get violated for that. Or,
Yeah.
you know, what they call that, carentada. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to definitely go see about him because, like, bro, it behooves them to keep the purest of product on the street. So, you know, they find out their product's getting stepped on too tough. It's just like Frank Lucas said, Coca-Cola, I guarantee it. I stand behind it. You want to do some other shit, call your shit Pepsi, but as long as you pushing my product, you know what I mean? So, hey, but people like that only got so long, and he was definitely young in the game to even be thinking like that, bro.
yeah.
Because that shit don't last long at all. When you start fucking around with the product, and I don't care what anybody says, this fentanyl shit, it's not the supplier. You know what I mean?
No, like
It's
they're not.
definitely
They
not.
can't be that stupid.
It doesn't help them to kill the people that's getting high.
No.
That's not how business works.
And that's the funny thing too is like it's different when suppliers are cutting heroin with fentanyl because heroin addicts are so fucking crazy that when they hear somebody died off that shit, they go find
yeah,
that
no,
dealer.
facts.
They go find that dealer and they're like, I want that
Like,
one.
wait, he died? Really?
Crazy.
Damn.
Really?
But then like a bunch of comics that I know start dying from doing small lines of blow.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, maybe I don't need to be fucking around with this anymore because I am not the type that plans out drug use so much where tonight I'm buying cocaine. I'm gonna go to Walgreens and get me a testing kit. Nah, dude, that's not how that works.
I'm not buying a testing kit for my drugs. I kind of don't want to know. But I will say this about that. My last birthday, I had to look around for a little bit because I needed somebody I trusted. Like, right before my birthday, I think Gangsta Boo from 36 Mafia, rest in peace, died doing blow on her birthday. And I'm like, I can't even get coked out. Like, I wanted to ride the motherfucking, you know what I mean, double black diamond, dog. What the fuck?
Right before that, I saw Busy Bone hit her with a microphone.
Oh, yeah. On the motherfucking verses, right?
I was there.
Yeah.
I saw her perform live with Run the Jewels a few years back, and she fucking killed it. She was so good live, dude.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, when I heard that, I was like, God damn, dude, another one. Like,
Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo.
yeah, dude, she was fucking dope, dude.
My bitch ass overdosed on fentanyl too.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
When? Where the fuck was I? What
Where the fuck were you? What are you talking
Where the
about?
fuck was I? When did you overdose? Breaking fucking news. When did you?
2017. Halloween day. Where the fuck were you?
Where the fuck was I?
This is news to you?
This is news, bruh.
Chad.
Dog, okay. Yeah, dude, Nolan, I'm not even going to say it was fentanyl. You were doing oxys.
I was doing 30s, but
Yeah.
I copped
Oh
them from the
well,
wrong
that
person.
no. I remember something else you ODing off, but I don't remember it being fentanyl.
I bet it
So
was.
it's highly possible because you weren't getting it from a trusted source, so it could have been something like that. But
I did it before it was cool.
No, for real.
Dude, and then I was gonna talk to Chad about this, possibly not on camera, but dude, I got denied at the motherfucking methadone clinic, bro.
What do you mean?
Denied.
What do you mean denied?
Insane, dude.
Wait. Here's more news. The methadone clinic turns people away?
Yeah, check it out.
The fuck?
So it was crazy because Chad was under management, right? I'm not to put my boy on blast, but Chad was on management, trying to taper off opiates, and I was heavily suggested to go by my lady at the time. You're going to the fucking clinic, and I was like, no, like I'm just gonna get more
Do I know
loaded.
who your lady was at the time?
That's my baby mom.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
So she's like, you're going to go? And I was like, okay. So I asked Chad, I was like, yo, where's this place at? Downtown Palm Springs, sketchy as fuck. You have to be there before the sun rises, bro.
Yep.
Before the sun rises. It is dark outside. And you go, and it's county, dog.
it is.
It's
100% county.
It's fucking county. I walk in like, what's up, Wood? I'm like,
Yo, facts. I'm
shit.
like,
okay, you stand over here. And I'm looking around, and this big ass Peckerwood was like, first time? I was like, yeah, bro, what the fuck?
nigga, you're a returning patient? What the fuck?
Yeah, they return every day.
Yeah, daily.
And like, you have to walk up to this window. So we're standing in line, and this kid beside me, this little cholo kid, just pops handfuls of fucking Seroquel.
Whoa.
Just fucking, I'm
Sir.
talking like 10, just murking them. And then one drops on the floor. And this big ass white boy goes, boom, puts his foot on it. The guy's like, what the fuck?
Claiming that shit like $1 at the dice game. What
He's
the
like,
fuck?
what the fuck? And he's like, what's up? He's like, everybody just saw me drop that. He's like, nah, homeboy, that's common area.
Oh my! Hey, welcome
He's like, what?
to general
He's
population.
like, is it under your pillow? That's common area.
Facts.
And then this OG with like a cane, probably Chad's homie and shit. This OG with the cane is like, hey, if anybody sets it off in here, everybody's getting fucked up. Because
they close it down.
If they have any discrepancy in line, they shut the clinic down for the day.
Wow.
And nobody doses. And there's like 50 motherfuckers standing in line to get their fix.
So they'll beat your ass if you're the reason.
Yeah, whoever came with that rule was an addict once upon a time, and they know the repercussions of that. And everybody in the know
so I'm saying,
knows.
it's county, bro. It's fucking insane. No bad. So the guy's like,
Damn.
I suggest you give him his shit back, homie. He's like, all right, for sure. Picks his foot up. So I go up to the window. You say your name and your dosage, right? You're like, whatever, fucking Austin, whatever the fuck, milligrams. And they're like, okay, check in. I walk up, I'm like, what's up? They're like, who the fuck are you? I was like, oh, I'm here for like the drugs.
Right.
And
I'm here for the drugs. You guys do have drugs,
they're like,
right?
all right, we are dead last. Whoever comes in the AM, you are dead the fuck last.
What do you mean?
You go sit down until everybody gets their shit.
Like
If you're new,
like your first time in, because they have to. There's like this intake process where they have to have you like talk to a doctor, talk about what you were doing, how long you were doing it for, how long you've been off, blah blah blah. Like, so they make you sit and just wait because they're overrun. Like they have one doctor for the entire place of like 150 people they see daily.
They really want people going through withdrawals in the motherfucking lobby, huh?
Oh, and it happens all the time.
It's insane, bro. There's
gotta
pregnant
be.
ladies, bro.
Yeah, everybody in there
It's
tripping, dog.
nasty.
Coming down in the lobby.
They're talking about
a room full of motherfuckers
transporting stories,
I'm good.
dead people. It's insane, bro.
Yo,
wanna be
there
on
was
none of
this
that.
fucking there was this wood who straight up had swastikas tattooed on his kneecaps, and then the words "white power" down his shins.
Yeah.
And he would go in there and he would get his dose, and then he would walk outside and stand in like the common area outside where everyone like smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then he would slang H to all the people coming back out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they would be like, it would just be like, okay, like you're tapered off for the morning. What are you gonna do tonight? Here you
AB
go.
rocks a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I wait, which seems like an eternity, bro. I don't have my credit card. I don't have my phone. I have nothing, bro, because I'm basically supposed to be like in rehab. So I finally approach this window, and they're like, "All right, you know, go take this drug test and come back. Like, what's your daily at?" I'm like, "A lot." You know, and I was like, "A lot." And they're like, "All right, we'll take this test and come back." So I gave her the thing, and I went and sat down, and she said my name, quick as fuck. "Holcomb, come here now." I was like, "Yes, ma'am."
Right.
I went up, she's like, "Fuck you trying to do, dude?" I was like, "Miss?" She's like, "Don't miss me, bro. What the fuck are you up to, bro?"
Like that?
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Denied."
What the fuck?
She like ripped up my paper. She's like, "Denied."
Just disrespected your
And I was
shit.
like, "Fuck are you talking about?"
Oh, wow.
Why? She's like, "Because you're not on drugs."
He pissed clean.
And I was like,
I'm fucking weak.
"Are you serious?"
Yo.
She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "If this says that,
I'm
then you're
fucking
over the
weak.
worst part. Kick fucking rocks."
She was like, yo, there are people here with real problems. Why the fuck are you here?
Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, can I get that in writing or something? My baby mom's gonna think I'm full of shit." And she's
Hey,
like,
can you
she's
imagine?
like, "Yeah." She's like,
you
"Yeah,
gotta
I
go
guess.
back to like your baby mother, your wife, or whatever. Be like, yo, I tried.
I tried.
I tried, and they said you're not
said
on
no.
enough drugs.
I swear to God.
What
Yeah.
part of the fucking game is that?
Yeah. So she like gave me my P test back. So you can have this, I guess. That shows you're clean.
Wow.
I was like, "Okay."
for real.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, fuck
Fuck
all
off.
that. That's wild, dog.
Yeah, that was a really fucking dark time.
Loser ass loser, bro. I can't even be
mean-
with the losers, bro.
That I will say this about that. Like I've had my trial with addiction here and there, but never something that made me go somewhere and talk to somebody about it. There was one time like I had friends around me because I got drunk and did some wild shit one time. And they were like, yo, you need to go talk to somebody, yada, yada. And I went to an AA meeting and I sat around those people. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't have a drinking problem. Like, I got drunk and did some dumb shit. These people have a drinking problem. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Motherfuckers was like cutting, I know there was one guy there who said he would put, he was drinking Listerine to get a buzz.
Uh-huh.
And I think I forget what it was. I want to say it was rubbing alcohol. I don't think it was that though, because that shit would really kill you. But something, and he would just cut it with water, talking about trying to get
Motherfuckers
through
drink
the day.
hairspray, bro.
That shit is crazy. I seen that a dude just
Like
over
Indian
the sick.
reservations and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hand sanitizer too. Yeah, people do that.
I'm not an addict.
No,
I just
like,
I want to
that's-
have a good
that's
time
some
pretty
shit.
bad, but
Chad
I'm not
and
a
I
fucking
got-
addict. You know what I mean?
We got in trouble in high school for activities, right?
You niggas was huffing glue.
Nah, we were slinging. And so they make us
I
go
like it
to.
because Chad didn't say no, but go ahead.
What? No, he didn't say no. His bitch ass got in big trouble. So they made us go to these meetings, and there's a place at home called the ABC Club. You know about the ABC
I
Club?
know the ABC Club.
And this
yeah.
dude named Ken, big hippie Ken, bro. He was cool as fuck.
He knows, Ken.
And,
It's
like,
funny as fuck.
They would
Yeah.
hate us, bro, because like you go around and there's all these people. Everybody's fresh out the pen and shit,
Right.
And everybody's like turned out fucking junkies.
Yeah.
And
Telling
they
you
would say-
horror stories.
Horror stories. Right. So that's where I'm going. And then we go around and people are like, "Hey, what's up, dog? Tiny Loco or whatever, Skid, fucking Skidamarinky Dink or whatever the fuck his name is." And then he's like, you know, I'm sober 8 months. You know, God bless.
Right.
And they go around the table, and
Jesus
then
Christ.
and then, and then our homeboy would be high as dicks next to us. He's like, "What's up? My name's Ari, I've been sober since like lunch. And they're like, lunch? You think this
You're
is
not
a
sober,
fucking
you're still
joke?
coming down, dog.
You think this is a fucking joke, you motherfuckers? Dude, all it did, bro, because it's a dick measuring contest, right?
Like who got the worst problems type shit?
Yeah, if this guy said he slammed an 8, homeboy, oh, bro, I used to slam a zip in my dick.
Every fucking time.
Every time. And then dude be like, oh, bro, like never do a speedball. It feels like getting your dick sucked in a jacuzzi.
Wait, what the
on a
fuck?
roller coaster. I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't I want to do that? Dude, that sounds awesome.
They straight up made us better at taking drugs. Like,
Yeah, tell them your fucking peanut bullshit.
oh yeah, dude.
What?
Okay, so I went to one, and this guy was like, yeah, he's like, I used to just pop handfuls of Vicodin. He's like, and then like, I'll be fiending, and I wanted to just like get into my system faster, so I started chewing them. He's like, and it works a little bit better. He's all, but then I realized, and who knows if this math is correct, if this math is mathing, but
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's like, so what I would do, he's like, I would take a handful of Vicodin and a handful of peanuts, and I'd chew them all up together. And there's something about the oil in the peanuts that get it into your bloodstream faster. And I was like,
Oh no, that sounds about accurate.
I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna try it.
No, that sounds about accurate because like
Oh.
once you get like peanut butter, as a man that takes down at least 3 or 4 PB&Js a day, like that shit hits your system quick. I'll be on like a hungry one because, I mean, since I've stopped drinking the way I used to, like I go to the gym and that makes me eat all the fucking time. And that shit, when hunger hits, you need something ASAP. And you know, PB&J is the quick and effective fix. Peanut butter hits the bottom of your belly, bro. You're good for another 30 minutes.
It's true, dude. I do that sometimes. Like when I'm in a rush and I forget to eat, I just like do a big scoop of peanut butter and
That'll
eat that.
do it. Yeah, that'll
and
hold you down.
sustain me for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Your body absorbs that rather quickly. So if you take that with something else, yeah.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
like we learned the exact opposite of what they wanted us to learn in these places. Like it was fucking crazy.
It was definitely counteractive.
You know, that's the part of the system nobody wants to admit because I understand they have these things in place and they're supposed to help people, like jail or, you know, rehab clinics. But jail is just my space for gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, especially nowadays.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And rehab clinic is just where you find your next connect. Like, it's none of that shit is helping anybody get off of anything or stay away from anything. That shit, if anything, you know what I mean, gets you deeper into the shit. So, you know.
Dog, I get lost for like an hour on prison TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Dude, like so much, just like,
which is beyond me, dude.
it's crazy. It's like the like the ghetto meals and the cell workouts and like just dudes going live in their jail cell. Like it's just like what the how is this fucking possible?
And
but
what my question is, so it's like, you know, it's like little shit like that. Like it's been a minute since I've had anybody like pull up on me with the extras, like, oh, what set you from type shit, right?
Yeah.
But the last time somebody did, you know, bro, I don't gangbang. Oh, all right, because you look like, bro, hold on. I just told you I don't gangbang, right? So is your OG, the guy that put you on, he's happy that you're out here pressing people that tell you they're not with the shit?
Citizens?
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I'm a fucking citizen right now, dog. I'm no longer dabble. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, when you see people turned out off the shit, man, it's just a weird situation. If there was no money involved, I don't think it would be a problem. But there's a lot of money involved in all that.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, how long have we had a war on drugs? Has anybody has the fucking line moved an inch? Stop playing with me, dog.
Just more people in prison, really.
no, dude. I
There's
mean,
more people-
that's
there's a war
And
on
when
mental
does that
health.
not profit the system?
well, no, that's the thing. Like until they remove private prisons, like the private prison sector from the system,
yeah.
it's always just going to be locking as many people up for dumb shit as they can to get cheap labor.
It'd be like that.
I was like, you pay somebody 11 cents an hour to, you know, make whatever you have contracted.
I just work here.
Dog, it's
Dude,
Not in the system in America.
How pissed would you be if they let you out of, let's say, Calipat, right? Down in the valley.
Yeah.
You're driving home and you got knocked for just weed.
Right.
Every billboard, almost every fucking billboard in the Coachella Valley It's like weed clinic, weed clinic, weed clinic, weed clinic.
Dude,
And it's just like, are you kidding?
It got to
dude?
be the biggest slap in the face to people like doing major sentences behind trees. It got to be the biggest slap in the face, dog.
It's less of a line than a grocery store. In and out, good parking, dank product. Shit I used to do and sketch my life away. This guy knows I was the most paranoid person ever, bro.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He's like, yeah. I was like, cop.
Wait.
Be like, yeah, you're in my car. And
At what point were you paranoid?
Oh my God.
Are you fucking joking me?
Through like
the shit I've seen him do, paranoid?
I got over it.
Yeah, he got over it. But
Yeah,
like,
I know. Right when I met you, evidently.
Through high school into his early 20s, this man had the craziest police radar in his brain. Like, we would be driving down the road. We didn't have anything on us. And it would be like 8 o'clock at night. So it's not even like late at night where we look suspect. And he'd be like, there's a cop car, 6 lights up. And I'm like, what? And he's like, 6 lights up on the left, there's a cop car.
And that's different because in the desert, 6 lights up is what, 2 miles, 3 miles? Like,
how do you fucking do
fuck?
this? And, but no, he every time and he'd like stiffen up, like the cop's gonna be like, oh well, that's a good boy. But like,
Hey, hold up. And the way you talking about stiffening up, Matt's off camera right now. Y'all can't see Matt, but that's the way I was the first time I met this guy. I was sitting in that drop top Beamer with him. He just on the phone talking mad shit. And I'm just like, bro, I done got in the car with the motherfucking Kingpin from Spider-Man. Cuz what the fuck, nigga? Different. So him being paranoid, I'd have to see it to believe it.
Oh my God, dude, it was so bad.
The first time we kicked it, man showed me all kinds of rifles, bulletproof vests. I had to ask him, like, who do you have a problem with, dog? You're ready for fucking Fallujah to come through here. Like, the fuck
There's
going on?
a video somewhere with you in a like Israeli flak jacket.
Yeah.
You're like, where do you get this? I was like, I can't even really speak.
I
on
remember
it.
that. I opened up the joint and it had a list of calibers of the stop. I remember that jacket specifically.
That is highly.
I was like, yo, why does that shit say 7.62? That comes out of an AK-47. Wow. Who do you have a problem with, bro?
Wow.
let me tell you a story about Nolan's 21st birthday.
Woo, please.
So he's a month older than me. So
Why do you say that so proud like?
You got real.
He's a month older than me. So like
Right.
when he turned 21, I was still 20. And then also, you know Lumps, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You serious?
So yeah. So Lumps and I both still 20. So we, being good friends, we're like, we're still going to go out to the bars with you. Whatever bars let us in, we'll come hang out. But other than that, we're just chilling. So we hit like 4 or 5 bars. By the end of the night, this fool is so fucking hammered, falls off a bar stool. We gather him. We
Good
leave.
times, baby. Good
and
times.
there's like 4 cars of people mobbing back to the house. And Nolan's in my car. And we're driving down 111. And we're in Indian Wells. So rich neighborhood, right? Mm-hmm. And I noticed that there's a cop car, like 2 cars behind us. And everybody else besides me that is driving is drunk. So I do the most homie shit I can do to prevent my friends from getting a DUI. And I light a cigarette, I take a few drags, and I throw it out the window so the cop sees it.
Right, big flick.
Big flick.
Designated decoy.
Boom.
Yeah, there it is.
It hits the ground.
In the desert where they really trip over that because that can start a brush
Exactly.
fire.
Right.
Exactly. It hits the ground, embers, lights go on immediately. Pull me over. And I was like, all right, cool. I watch all of my friends drive by, and I'm like, they're safe. Now I just got to get this ticket and deal with it.
Right.
I pull over, and Nolan's in the passenger seat, so fucking hammered, and he just immediately starts going, dog, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. I was like, you're in the passenger seat. Nothing is going to happen to you if you don't act like a fucking idiot. And he's just, oh, fuck this shit, dude. I'm gonna this is my birthday. And I was like, that's fucking
wild.
Relax, dude.
That's super wild.
Like, we got this. It's cool.
Wait a second. Wait, how old were you when I met you, dude?
23. So
All
it's
right,
like
because
2
that
years
was
later.
that was a different guy I met.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
right.
full sent it by then.
Yeah, that was the same guy we
Because
shot
I know
that
what house
video.
I was living in,
Yeah.
and I was just going bananas in that house. And then we moved in together, and shit got
Is that the wait? When I met you,
Wild.
that was a North Indio house.
The nice house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that man was doing large things. And yeah, after me and you got that house, and what was that? Talavera. Wild times.
Shit, dude.
Wild times, man.
Mom's moved back to my mom's house, and I didn't
Because he
live.
was tired of us turning up.
He hated us, bro. He fucking
You guys are just fucking and doing drugs all night.
Yeah. Nolan, do you have
Yeah.
to fuck at 2 a.m. every single day?
Yeah.
I have a
fuck?
job I have to go to.
So?
At 7 o'clock in the morning, I have to be there. You fuck every night.
Get some pussy.
I hate you.
I mean, hey, he was a good kid, but like, especially at that, now he's happily married, all that stuff, right?
Baby on the way.
Yeah,
Baby on the way,
congrats.
yeah.
But at that time specifically, he was also hung up on a girl that he was never going to get. So he was just a bitch about everything.
Shout out to Lumps, man.
Yeah. I mean, we used to call him Sir Bitch Assness because
You're
like,
joking.
yeah, like everything was.
I'm laughing because it's fitting.
No, but like,
yo, what the
and it was like Lumps' bitch ass. Like that was like his name at the time, and he knew it. Sorry,
Lumps has
You're
always had
different.
Shout out to that guy. I mean, it's all love, but Lumps used to get really turned up over like minuscule shit. Like, bro, you're mad your boys out there getting pussy. Like, get some pussy in your room. And they were like, what was it, 3-4 bedroom house? 3-bedroom house.
3-bedroom.
3-bed, 2-bath, yeah? 3-bed.
My room was a whole fucking condo. Now that I know the size.
Well, yeah, I mean, and from a lay perspective, yes.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Holy
But
shit.
there was a lot of shit going on. The Carver was in that house.
Oh,
we had some
my.
times, bro.
Oh my. I'd have a bitch walking around that thing in lingerie, bro.
That tried to offer one of my hoes coke, nigga.
Yes.
And my
And
bitch
she
was like,
lied about
hey,
it.
this
Dude,
bitch
but,
over here
dude,
trying to get me coked out.
I feel it, dude. Excuse me, Lord, bro. I was starving that bitch to death, bro. I was starving. And, like, she was like,
Times, bro.
dude, she would survive off like
Dick and pills. That's what she
I swear
survived
to
off
God,
of
bro.
fucking
She'd
talking
have,
about,
like,
my nigga.
Corona for breakfast and just fucking die till like 3.
I remember that shit.
And she's like, "Can we go have something to eat?" I was like, "I'm not done writing
I
the
remember
song
that.
yet."
I remember one time we went to In-N-Out. He had this bitch still hogtied in his bed.
Oh,
like he would
my.
come to the door. She like had like a nightie on and nothing. It was like the see-through John. You know what I'm saying? And dead ass on her belly, wrists and ankles. You know what I'm saying? In the air.
Hogtied.
And like, yo, I'm about to go to In-N-Out. You rolling? He opens up the door. This bitch hogtied, looking like she about to get put on a motherfucking open fire pit. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah. I'm like, well, what about her? She'll be here when I get back. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
I hope she ate bananas. She doesn't get a cramp and shit.
Good times. Good fucking times, man.
I let homies. Fuck, I can't believe I'm saying this shit.
Oh my
No,
God.
but he'd be like, "Hey, son, hey, where's the bong at?" I was like, "Oh, it's in the closet." You know what happened in the closet, bro? No homo. Bro, the closet was a whole motherfucking liquor store.
On top of the one-stop shop.
That shit was a dispensary,
Yeah.
for real.
It didn't just dispense marijuana. You know?
And yeah, we had a storefront.
Yeah.
It's a
It was a
different time.
bodega, dude.
It was a bodega.
Yeah,
real chop,
yeah.
real chop. It was
On the corner in Harlem somewhere, but it was in Palm Desert. Yeah.
Yes.
It was,
And then, so I was like, "Hey, where's the bong, bro?" I was like, "Oh, go ahead, dude." And he come back out. I was like, he's like, "No, you left that bitch on the bed again, bro."
hey,
It's
dude,
it's like,
shit was regular.
oh yeah, you're right. Like,
Regular.
My bad.
still rose petals evereverywhere and shit. Fucking.
It was romantic. He was
Genuine still just blaring.
It was interesting. He's like, I'm waterboarding this bitch, but I'm using like Essential to waterboard her. You feel me? Like it was.
In those jeans. Just fucking blaring.
Bruh. And it wasn't any better because like I'm not gonna say it enabled me, but it was like, I mean, just based on our situation, we both knew like by the time me and him were cool, I knew he was about his money, he knew I was about my money. So he was like, yeah, we gonna get a crib, everything finna be lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything was a go.
Everything, dog.
Remember how we got asked to leave that house?
They just pulled up one day, right?
Dude, I was in the living room smoking with a beautiful girl who I won't even speak on it, but the little white girl used to just parade around with me. Not the same girl, another girl. Smoking in the living room, fucking firearms lead.
Wait. I gotta pause you. Hogtie bitch.
No.
Wait, no.
Oh.
The hogtie bitch.
Go on.
Isn't she like doing life or something?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wait, who is
I
this?
shouldn't be laughing at that. Hey, hold your head. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Bro, does Chad not know this shit?
All right.
yo.
Do you want to finish the story before you get into the life sentence? But
Whatever. The bank came when I was smoking in the house. They said you gotta leave. It's not your house. The other one's way more important. The bank came and said, y'all don't live here. It's our fucking house. I was like, who the fuck are you? He's like, the motherfucker that owns this house. Oh, my bad, fam. I was paying the other lady. I guess she's not paying y'all.
That happened so much back in the day.
Yeah.
That happened so much. You'd like just paying rent for nothing.
The reason we're in a house to this day, even though the rent I pay in an apartment in Inglewood is definitely a mortgage. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's fucking wild.
$24.50, dog, for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Dude, my one bedroom at home is 17.
I know, yeah. Even the desert's getting crazy now, dude. Like, the desert used to be like, oh, that's a fallback place because it's so much cheaper there. You can't do that
Not
shit anymore.
Well, you had a player ass hookup, but it was a very small place.
I had a tiny ass place, but like
Yeah.
even then, when we first moved in, and compared to when we moved out, when we first moved in, we had a
Is that the same crib where Natalie used to braid my
yeah,
hair?
the little place.
Yeah.
When we first moved in,
which
we
would
paid,
still go for like $1,700 in LA.
Yeah, we were paying $645 a month when we first moved in.
God.
By the time, after 5 years, by the time we moved out, they were at like $1,100. But like, and this was before like cities put like a cap on how much you can raise the rent every year and whatnot, because now it's like 3% or some shit like that. But they fucking skyrocketed it. But for like the first year and a half, we were paying $645 a month for that shit. It was dope.
Oh shit.
I bet the people listening are just hanging the fuck on about what happened to that girl.
I know. Listen, we're leaving them in suspense to talk about rent.
Shit. Well,
All right, so I met her through my homie was hooking up with her friend. And then I go to his apartment. She's in like Mardi Gras beads with her tits out and everything. I was like, who the fuck
she
is
was
this?
just a party girl, period.
Yeah, for sure. She was rich as fuck. Her dad, man, I don't want to say too much.
She comes from money.
She comes from money.
There it is.
She comes from money. And so she never worked a day in her life. She just had cheese like that.
Huh?
And
Must be nice.
oh my God.
That's most of the really fucked up ones.
Yeah.
Usually.
So
Facts.
fast forward, my homie's still fucking around with that other girl, and he's like, hey, did you hear about homegirl? I was like, who? Like, the girl you used to fuck with. I was like, He's like, bro, we went to see her in San Diego State University. I was like, oh, word, she's in college? He's like, no, she's in the mental institution.
Right.
And I was like, say word. And he's like, yeah, bro, she's in the loony bin. And we were about to spring her, and everything was cool until she got like all wide-eyed and crazy and turned to his bitch and was like, you took him from me, girl. And he's like, who the fuck are you talking about? She said, Kanye. He was like, uh-oh, nurse. Nurse.
Start hitting that button.
So that was that. And I was like, oh, shit, homegirl lost her marbles. She just probably did too much drugs and like just flipped the fuck out.
All right.
Not much longer later, maybe 2 months later, he came back. He's like, hey, did you hear about homegirl? I was like, yeah, you told me, bro. He's like, I did not tell you this. And I was like, it got worse or what? He's like, dude. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Apparently, she got sprung somehow. You know, they let her out of the crazy house. She went down to a car wash and started yelling at traffic.
Oh, yeah, it's reasonable.
Just like out of her mind.
Regular LA shit, but go ahead.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's a beautiful blonde girl with some big ass titties and shit. And fucking,
Yelling at traffic, regular LA shit. Go
Wow.
ahead, though. Yeah, I mean.
A cop comes, tries to apprehend her. She gets his service weapon from his holster and discharges it. Blah, blah.
I
Doesn't
don't remember that part of the story.
get him, but literally gets through his pant leg.
Shut up.
She bucked his own shit at him.
Yeah.
Attempted
Attempted
murder
on a peace officer.
on a peace officer.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're way gone.
25 with the L behind it.
She was
homie.
lucky. She was lucky. She was a white girl with big tits. She wouldn't be
Man,
alive
listen.
right now.
Facts.
Hey, wait. What is
Yes,
it with
how
white
did he-
women getting out of situations?
Well, how the fuck did she get away from a police officer?
Bro, okay.
Bro, beat that girl's ass.
We had
What are
this
you doing?
conversation a couple, 2 days ago where we were talking about how like the fucked up shit we've done that we laugh about now. You know what I mean? And I was telling him about the chick that I was dealing with at the time who was ODing. Like, she was in my apartment. I came home. She was on my bed, blue and shit. White girl. She was blue as shit, though.
Yeah.
Right? She was ODing. Bitch wasn't breathing correctly.
Did he call 911?
I called you first.
You called me.
Yeah. It was a different time. We were doing different shit in life. I can't exactly invite police into the house. I had to at that
it's
point.
understandable.
But yeah, I called my man's. My man's was like telling me everything. He was like, bro, shove your fingers down her throat. I'm like knuckle deep in this bitch's throat trying to get her to yak the pills back up. But nothing happening and shit. And she went, after that, because after I got off the phone with you, I called her mom's. And like, yo, I think your daughter's about to like kick it. He was like, yo, you better call 911. So I called 911. They show up, get her up out of there. And I go to the hospital later after they pump the drugs out of her belly or whatever. And she's mad because she's like, yo, who the fuck told you to come here? Right? Like, who told you what happened type shit. Not like who made you aware, but like who told you what happened. And I'm like, bitch, I'm the one that called 911, right? You know what I mean?
You mean you're welcome?
Yeah, and she was
real.
pissed about that shit, right?
Right.
And so then I go back home and to this day, when I'm angry, two things solve that problem: alcohol and vagina. So I went and got both of those things that night. And I don't know how, but if the bitch OD'd, I don't know who the fuck let her out the hospital. Because she came home the same night.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
My God.
I was drunk. Shorty was drunk. We in bed. We done fucked. I'm passed out naked and shit. She passed out naked. But, you know, this was a trap house, right? There's firearms and drugs everywhere. Shorty reaches in, grabs a shotgun. That's what I wake up to. The yak, yak.
Oh,
what's up with this bitch, right? Interesting times. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? Long story short, but interesting times. And it's funny to me now, which... And of course, in hindsight, I realized we all could have got killed that night, but I don't know who the fuck is letting white women out on their own recognizance. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is going on, dog?
Wow.
I mean, basically what I'm getting from this is if Palestinians were white women, we wouldn't be having any problems.
Oh my God. Talk about it. I wasn't ready, dude. This man, Chad. Oh my God.
Are we going there? I don't know.
He's going there.
Okay.
He's going there.
We can, because like...
I don't know enough about it to be speaking.
Okay, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Hey, look, here, check this out.
Okay.
What's happening over there is fucked up, terrible, and definitely like on the level of the Allied versus the Axis, like we should be killing everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Like we should definitely, Hamas need to be taken out with extreme prejudice. I agree with that. However, I find it, you know, with every atrocity that happens in the world, I find it hard pressed to feel bad for anybody because, you know, wasn't nobody praying for Chicago. I never heard that. I mean, I remember, what was it, the last 4th of July, 40-something people in a weekend. Wasn't nobody over there in Palestine worried about us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, no, what's happening over there is fucked up. Well, we're not going to try to minimize that situation at all. But it's like, I think the outrage is selective.
I agree with you, actually.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. I'm not
100%. I agree with you
because the outrage is selective.
Here's the thing. Like when it comes down to it, like everyone right now on the internet is like, "Are you Israel or are you Palestine?" And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking America, dude.
Yeah.
Like I've never been to either place. I never plan on going to either place. Yeah. I know more people who are Israeli descendant, but at the same time, like they're California-born Jews. Like I understand having a tie to your heritage and whatnot, and that's cool for you. Do your thing.
Definitely.
But don't ask me to speak on it. I hate how I have so many comedian friends that I saw somebody wrote something great today, and it was like a comedian has a hard time putting together 15 minutes of good material, but they think that they can solve fucking Israel and Palestine like with a post on the internet. Like this is right now on the internet, this is just as bad as everybody doing their fucking black squares when a man, you know, like
fuck the virtue signaling.
It's so much of that.
Shit whack to me, dude.
Yes, it's horrible what's happening, but I think that there's a lot of people that just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and let them handle their shit.
Well, I called Chylite when the BLM shit was happening. And I was like, yo, of course what happened is the worst, bro. that man was crying for his mother. You feel me? That George Floyd, that was
Terrible shit, bro.
horrible happening, bro. And I'll put one up for him. That's fucking absolutely terrible. And I was like, Shai, do I speak on this shit?
For what?
And he's like, sit this one out.
Yeah. If you didn't have an opinion about it before the fact, it's not like that was the first time black people was getting killed by cops. So if you didn't have an opinion about it before it, don't have an opinion about it now. What happened in Palestine, what's happening in Palestine is fucked up as it is. That shit been cooking for years on years on years.
Forever.
So
Hey, you went out
where the fuck was your opinion about that shit way back when?
You went out to Melrose when shit was hella live, right?
Yeah, I was out on that. I came up.
So let's not put the man on blast.
Like,
but-
that's what I was talking about.
First off, I don't give no fuck how anybody feel about it, okay? Because it's like, bro, I worked in Malibu. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the our 1% be disgusting. The top wealthiest people in our country, disgusting. You know what I'm talking about? Like even after I remember what that fire that cracked off one year. I can't remember. I think it was 2021. There was a big fire over there, and like half of the Hidden Hills burned down or some shit like that, bro. If you would, because they had a meeting at my job, which I'm not gonna get that place, no play. But the job I was working, all the wealthy people from that community had like a meeting in our private dining room that day, and they were. If you'd have listened to how they were discussing about rebuilding, you'd have thought they planned the shit themselves, dude.
Wow.
So, you know, I think when shit happens, it's like, you know, it's like domestic violence. Like, it's terrible. You feel me? But every time I see a female getting beat up while I think that shouldn't happen, first thought in my head is, what did she do? Like, nobody's out here like, bitch, you made my sandwich wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not happening like that. I mean, and it's like, for all you know, she could have done X, Y, G. She could have took that nigga money. She could have smacked that nigga moms. You don't know what happened before you showed up, but you super ready to hop on her defensive, as you should, don't get me wrong. But like, you got to step back and look at things objectively. You feel me? And nobody's doing that. Everybody wants to be on the side of right. So it's like, look, dude, hey, I don't think if you didn't have an opinion about what was happening then because you didn't see, you know, the babies getting killed or you didn't see the bombs getting dropped, for sure, fam. And now that shit's actually cracking, now you want to have an opinion and weigh in and say, free these people and X, Y, and Z needs to happen. Like, miss me with that bullshit. I don't like selective outrage, bro. Be mad about it when it's about to crack. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody, take it back to DV, you see a dude talking disrespectfully to his woman consistently, say something then. Don't wait till he beating her up. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit's whack to me, dog. I don't like people that hop in after it's got past their point of what they call acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because everything starts somewhere. So if you're not finna nip it in the bud before that shit get out of hand, okay, not as past. It's like anything else. Like, nobody wants to admit the truths about society. There's an acceptable amount of abuse. Like, you know, bodies were dropping, like we just said, bodies dropping in Chicago, right? There's an acceptable amount of murder. You know what I'm saying? And until that shit goes over the threshold of their acceptance, they're going to keep letting that happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Speaking with the bullshit,
speaking
dog.
of domestic violence, one of my homies has a really great joke about it.
I was going to say, what do you mean speaking of? But
By the way,
He's like, you know, a lot of, you know, football players are, you know, getting caught up for, you know, hitting their women and whatnot. And it's just like, you mean to tell me that you have this beautiful house, this beautiful life, all the cars, and you're willing to throw it all away by calling the cops on your man?
I mean, hey, the same bitch is not willing to work for it.
It's dude. I mean, okay, so there, all that shit aside, like, there's so many people out there that they're not willing to work for anything, and they think that they deserve it all. And I've dealt with many of them in multiple different jobs. I'm talking about like the influencer type, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just like
People that feel entitled to the best because
they get a fucking BBL and some veneers, and then they all of a sudden think that like, oh, I just deserve this.
Yeah.
Like my ass is on Instagram and I deserve whatever. You know, it's just like
those are the same people that are shitty tippers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a level of entitlement that happens, and it's fucking annoying. And I feel like there's a lot of the people that have this entitlement in our society are the ones that are pretending to give a shit about other people and theirs.
No, facts.
But you don't even look 2 feet ahead of you at your homie that might be struggling or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But oh, this is a trending topic right now on Twitter and Instagram, whatnot. Well, then I must talk about it. I got to talk about it because that's what's going to get me views. And I'm going to fake like I'm crying and yada, yada. Dude, fuck all that shit, dude. I'm so, like, I see so many different posts where I'm just like, you fucking make me sick. like that's not real.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I think everybody's going to have their problems. And I think, you know, I'm never outraged about somebody else's issue personally, because I've been through my own version of bullshit in this world and wasn't nobody outraged when I was going through it.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? So
Not at all.
I'm giving the world the same energy it gave me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, man,
That's
listen.
something I thought on the same shit. I thought I had a problem with empathy. Because if Chylite and I lived in the same house, starved together, trapped together.
Yeah, we didn't starve because we trapped, but go ahead.
Right. Well, I mean, one hand fixed the other, right?
Definitely.
Is that this man moved to LA, both y'all moved out here on a shoestring ass budget. You lived in your fucking Suburban and made it happen.
Yeah.
And so when somebody is complaining and there is such thing as opportunity,
Miss me with the bullshit, dog.
exactly. And I thought I had a problem with feeling for others. It's just I felt inclined to try to empower them if they feel down in the dumps. So like I get it like intellectually, I just don't get it like emotionally. Like I know you're hurting. Let me try to like kick some game to you.
Right.
But I learned that those people, when I got to the point where I felt that I was being insensitive to them, is their third and fourth time that they were telling me the same story.
Right.
So if you catch a bad bounce, that fucking sucks. And like I've been there, and not everybody has the work ethic, the drive, the go get it that the three of us have.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody has that pick up and just get wrecked. Just get absolutely fucking rolled. And okay, now let's get it. To start from scratch again and again. Until we are where we are. And now we've said our horror stories and shit like in this podcast just now.
Yeah.
But all of us are in much different places now.
Well, I think the bad shit that, you know, we all went through and the shit we did to survive, it kind of gives you a different outlook on life. Like, you know, like you said, you felt like you had a problem with empathy. Real quick, has everybody here seen Paid in Full?
Yeah.
All right, you remember Cameron's character, Rico?
Yeah.
That's really how I be feeling these days. Like, not that I got you got 15 keys in that bag right there and clap the homie, not like that. But like, you know, it's like when Mitch got shot and Rico sitting there eating his chips, like, you be all right. You tough, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talks about how strong and how they can make it through whatever, and then something happens and they're like, feel bad for me. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You tough, right?
Like I'm not.
You have a line about that. So-and-so killed so-and-so. Mitch killed Rico. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, somewhere.
Repetitive, isn't it?
Somewhere.
Yeah. You don't remember that shit?
I don't believe it. Like, my thing is, you either have the self belief, you know what I mean, or the nuts to, you know what I mean, make it through whatever's in front of you, or you don't. That shit, and I don't want to hear a please feel bad for me, because I ain't looking for no sympathy when shit goes south in my direction. I mean, me and me alone is gonna make that shit okay. You know what I'm talking about? So whatever happens. If you're not built for it, go cry in the corner. Because when some shit happened I couldn't handle, I went cried in the corner. I mean, wiped my eyes, lit a cigarette, drank some yak, and got the fuck back to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that I don't think lack of empathy is it. I just think that, you know, when you really have to go get it by your motherfucking self and nobody's out there crying for you, you lose the ability to cry for other people. I think that's for me how that's works.
I feel that too, and then also I start to feel like You know, like, okay, so you have homies that you actually talk to, right? And then you have people that you know via social media.
Yeah.
And you feel like, oh yeah, we're cool. Like if we saw each other in public, we'd talk and blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But like, they're not like the homies. They're not like the ones that like you check in on and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So when you start seeing these people on your Instagram feed or whatever that are talking about all their problems openly via that medium instead of
weak to me, homie.
instead of contacting their actual real ones and whatnot, then that's when I just say it's all. That's when it's just like it feels all performative to me.
No,
and I'm not throwing it to you either way. Like it's just sure you're having a tough time, but like don't come to me if you didn't have the know-how to fucking call me.
Yeah.
To like talk through your shit or help you if I could in any way.
I ain't gonna say his name, but I got a homeboy that damn near got a life sentence for a kidnapping, and he called me from inside talking about I need you to say X, Y, and Z. Now, first off, we all know those phone calls are recorded.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But even on that open line, I told him, bro, I can't do that for you. You know what I'm talking about? You should have called me when you were in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Then I could have helped you. Right. Now that you done fucked up and yada yada didn't happen to you, now you want me to go in there and put my skin on the line? Yeah. Like, fam, I'm good. But, you know, everybody has a different approach to how they do it. It is what it is. A mutual friend of mine said, well, if he asked me to lie for him and I got caught, we'd be sitting in there together. Like,
then you're just as fucking dumb as he
whatever,
is.
bro. I can't tell my mother that, like, why are you locked up? Well, the homeboy needed some help. I helped him and I got caught up.
I had to keep it real.
I can't take that message home to my mother. I can't give that to my loved ones.
Yes.
I had to keep it funky. So fuck out of here, dog. I know how to get away with shit, but don't call me after you got caught. I can't help you then.
I do like that in our generation, as thuggish as we began and as grimy as we began, to speak to one another brotherly, lovingly through these situations, I think is something new that was frowned upon in our parents. Like, a man's to be a man, you suffer in silence, like, shut the fuck up. You know? And then, like...
Right. You got problems, die like a man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, I talk to y'all very frequently.
Facts.
And then when we do talk, we get down to fucking business. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's sympathetic, empathetic. It's celebratory. I check on this motherfucker almost every day, bro.
No shit.
And it's like, you know.
I feel like a shitty person. I talk to him like maybe once every 3 or 4 months or something like that.
It's funny though, because like even though that's the case that we talk like once every 3 or 4 months, I still consider you one of my closer friends.
Definitely.
Because like even though it's only that amount of time, like I know if there was some real shit happening, I could call you.
Definitely, and I'm showing the fuck up.
That is not the case for half the motherfuckers I've met in LA, or 90% of the motherfuckers I've met in LA, or any of that shit.
And I don't think it should be.
You know, and that's what I was getting at. Is it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have a small circle.
Mm-hmm. It's an earned privilege.
Yeah,
no, facts.
I fucking 100% feel that. Like, especially as I've gotten older. Like, I remember like when I was younger, high school, and even like a little bit after, like. I was always a little bit more of an introvert, and like I was just like I would kill to be like in the middle of the circle of all like the cool people and whatnot, right. And like blah blah blah, and then as time goes on, it's just like, nah, man, because it's exactly what I was saying earlier. All of that shit in that circle was performative.
Yeah,
you know, like they weren't real friends. They were just the popular people that happened to be in the same spot. No, like they weren't going to look out for each other in any which direction.
It'd be like that, and you see a lot of that happening, a la fucking Young Thug and what's Gunna. You know what I mean? Everybody was brothers, and everybody was slime for life and all that. As soon as some jail time came up, Gunna was like, "Yes, YSL is a gang." Like, you know what I mean? Hey, man. Motherfuckers ain't never got your best interest in heart. I think, and that's why I like, one of the reasons I consider y'all some of my closest friends, because y'all don't look to me every time you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Y'all handle y'all shit. Same way I don't look to y'all every time I'm in trouble. I handle my shit. I think both of y'all can attest that if I ever called you and said I needed some help, I've exhausted every other fucking effort, bro. I'm not the can I lean on you type of guy. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, you know, when men expect that of each other, that's when you get people that can stand on their own too. And you can look at this guy standing next to you like, nah, he's solid. I mean, because without me, he got it. With me, he's invincible. But without me, he's still good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
But I tell Chylite too frequently that I fly with his wind beneath my wings. I know the power that I possess and the people that I know, and I have a real one within fucking reach.
Facts.
And like the proposals that Chylite has made when shit got real in my life. He's an A, B, or C, bro.
I mean, how you want to do it, dog? It's real simple. Like,
A,
we
B,
can
or
do
C,
this now.
But
right?
be careful what you wish for, because either will come to fruition.
Yeah. And
there's
no backsliding on it.
I love you for that, bro.
Yeah.
I love you for that.
No, facts.
And then there's only a couple people that will give you that checklist, and Chad, you possess that as well, because we fucking love you too.
Right, but it's not too many. Like, again, if you requested that of me, I know that was your last resort. I mean, motherfuckers, it's not like you got into an argument with somebody at the store. You're walking the store, yo, Shad, this nigga said yada, yada, yada. I'll be there in a minute. That's not how that happens. You know what I mean? And if I thought you were that kind of guy, damn sure wouldn't have gave you that grace to be able to make that phone call.
But you also took me into your house when I was absolutely fucking upside down with myself.
What are homies for?
Right.
But I also didn't coddle your motherfucking ass neither.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You're like, all right, come home.
Yeah, facts.
I'm still just reeling on the fact that you called him the wind beneath your wings.
Hey,
that's my guy.
That's the gayest shit I've heard all
I
night.
don't give a fuck.
I was gonna let that slide, but my man said we're not gonna skate over that.
No, honestly, I haven't heard a word you said since then. It's just been playing back over in my head.
Dude, that's fucking.
Nah, I mean,
That's Corey from fucking Boy Meets World, bro. Remember he sang that shit to his parents.
Yeah, I remember.
Shout out to Ben Savage, dude. That's my fucking guy.
yeah, but there's a specific like tone, and what song is that? Because that's exactly what went through my head when he said, "You are the wind beneath my wings." You know what I'm saying?
And what? And I grab my nuts on that shit. Fuck you guys.
Hey, that's the homie. Pause, no homo. I'll put the nigga in the dirt for my nigga. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I think, again.
I'm still reeling. It's so funny.
Not everybody deserves that kind of, grace or treatment. And, hey, if you was a bitch ass motherfucker before the fact, I'm going to let you know you're being a bitch. This is what happened to bitch ass niggas. And go ahead and deal with your life, cuz.
You were living in a crazy ass place.
What, when you got this
in the pandemic? Holy moly.
Bro, it done got way worse than that. Man, when I was over there in Palm Desert off of Michigan, nigga, that was worse than the pandemic. Pandemic was chilling, dog. Just because you pulled up on some extra Crips, that was different.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And if your truck wasn't that fucking cardinal red, you may not have had that problem.
If my truck wasn't that red and I wasn't this white.
You know what I mean? There's a white boy pulling up in a cardinal red. Hey, there's a guy named Chylite live here. OG came out
I had
like.
to hop out extra, bro. I had to hop out like I was ready to die.
I told you that though, like, check in with him when you get here, because they're not going to be very kind if they don't know you.
They didn't even let the FedEx guy in there, bro. In the hood, you have to check in with the OG to go drop off a fucking Amazon package.
That's facts.
I walked in just fine.
Yeah, but they knew you were coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's like, hey, you can park in number 7.
I'm saying?
It's like,
oh, man.
I parked like 2 blocks away, and I was just like,
hey, nah. But big facts. For those that know, shout out to Walter Nash, man. That's the big homie right there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. No, for real. You know what I mean?
What else, Dad? How we doing on time?
Oh, we're good. We got we could run for another 15 minutes. But dude, let me tell you a little story about this. So not only have I been doing this shit, but I've also been working at the homies comedy club, doing sound and running concessions, yada yada.
There it is.
Last week, Friday night. Normally the club gets booked out for comedy shows, but we also get some musical acts. I happen to be working on the night of a benefit concert for mental health.
Uh-oh.
Dude. and it was like 5 acts.
Dog, the shit that comes in my head when you say a benefit concert for mental health.
It was like 5 acts, and when I tell you that, like,
so wait, real quick. When you say mental health, you're talking about like depression and shit.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
like there was like it was like 5 musical acts, and whatever ticket sales went to benefit like the Mental Health Society of Los Angeles, whatever, something like that. One of those things.
Right.
And
Bitches that's depressed because they couldn't get a Prada dress. Yeah, go ahead.
dude, no, seriously though, like these people, I was feeling fine when I walked in there, and I wanted to kill myself at the end of the concert. Like, it was so bad. And okay, there was one girl who in between each song had to tell you exactly what the song was about. It's like so and it was all like, so this next song is it's about me living my truth. And you know, I came up with this when I was in college. And I was going through some dark times, y'all.
Fuck all that.
And everybody, you know, it's like one of those things where everybody in the audience is like, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I feel bad shitting on her, but the girl that ran this whole thing, she put herself as the like headlining act.
Right.
And she gets up there, and all these people are talking about like traumatic experiences in their life and this, that, and the other. And this is what their music has given them the strength to keep going.
Right.
And she gets up there and she grabs her iPhone and she hooks it up and she like starts playing this backup track. And she goes, "This song is about when I broke my leg in the pandemic." She's like, "We all know how tough things like that can be, right?" And she starts singing, and she fucks up her own lyrics. She misses timing, and then she's like, "I'm just gonna," and she just grabs it and like hits rewind on the track. And she runs it back like 45 seconds and redoes the whole dude. I
Cringe.
was fucking dying, and I just decided that we needed to hear this story because things were getting a little too serious. But
I watched your podcast with the mental health theme.
oh, you did.
You had a podcast with a mental health theme?
So
It was somebody else's podcast.
this girl who I actually, her and I met through comedy,
Right.
and we roast battled each other at the Ice House before I got fired.
Okay.
Fuck you guys. And she was great.
Ice House ain't shit.
Ice House ain't shit. And
Fuck you guys.
I'm gonna clip every time I say the Ice House ain't shit, and I'm gonna put it all together in a super clip. Ice House ain't shit.
Ice House ain't shit.
Ice House ain't shit.
Fuck y'all.
So she was like, "Hey, I'm started this podcast. It's called I think at first it was called like the Fun Therapy Podcast, but then I think she changed it to like It's Gonna Be Okay."
Really?
And she basically is just having a bunch of different comics on talking about like their own struggles with mental health and whatnot. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll talk."
It's interesting.
So we sat down, we talked, and like I basically just got into like how for me mostly it is I have social anxiety, like I don't like being in crowds of people. It weirds me out. And then also
Seeing as how you work in the industry you do, that's kind of awkward. but go
no, it
ahead.
is. It's very strange. And then like stand up also gives me anxiety, but like it stems more from like having like an imposter syndrome. Like it doesn't matter how many people tell me like I had a good set or like I'm a good joke writer. Like I still feel like maybe it's because I started so late in my life that I don't belong. So like it's been a lot like working through that, and like I'm finally getting to a place where it's like I know my jokes are solid.
Yeah.
I know that I have at least 10 minutes that I can call like really good material, and the other 10 minutes I have like I'm still working on blah blah blah. But like so it was fun to just like kind of talk in a completely different tone than I normally do on these things, where it's always just jokes and bullshitting, like having a real discussion with a complete stranger. It was honestly almost like going to therapy, which I've never been to in my life.
Right.
So
We're the old school man. We don't go to therapy.
no, yeah, exactly. And I never planned to, but like I had one therapy session with a comedian on her podcast, and I'm cured.
You're good?
I'm fine.
You're just fine now?
Yeah, dude. I talked about life for a minute, and now I'm fine.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
I think that it for me personally, it's like, I think it's the entitlement that I see from certain people. Not to say everybody around me or everybody I meet just had a better life than me, but like I think I had it pretty rough. But I know people that had it rougher than I did. So therefore I feel like I don't have no right to complain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where I may feel like, I lost my dad when I was young. I mean, Dead Dad's Club, if you know, you know.
Dead Dad's Club, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, you know, where people be like, yo, I lost my dad when I was a kid. What was me? Some people are like, I never had a father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was me?
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't have a father or a mother. What was me? It could always be worse. So count your blessings. Try not to focus on the negative shit because there's so much funny shit going on
And
in the
shout
world.
out to Mama Shy because she's a fucking
She's
saint.
a fucking killer.
That woman is built differently.
But you know, it's true though, because like, you know, my dad died 4 years ago, and I was fucked up for a minute because like I felt like it was only in like the 2 years prior to him dying that him and I started having a decent relationship. Because up until that point, it was just like, I'm a big guy. He expected me to do sports. I wanted to do other things. So like I was his gay son, Chad. and straight up, like he would go out to the bars after work, and like my mom would drive me over to the bar and be like, run in and get $20 from your dad so we can eat tonight. Because he wouldn't be coming home till much later.
Oh shit.
And I'd run in, and his friends would immediately be like, "Oh, you're a big kid. Are you like you playing football this year?" And I'm like, "No." And my dad, I just look at my dad in the back, like behind all of them, just shaking his head, like. and then he's like, and he'd just like, "No, this is Chad, my gay son." And I'm like, "Thanks, Dad. Give me $20 so I can fucking leave."
I built him like a linebacker, and this fucker wants to be a thespian.
21st birthday, bro. We go to Las Vegas.
What?
Chad's
For my
21st birthday.
21st.
A month later after that crazy.
Right.
We didn't finish that story, by the way. But we go to Chad's 21st birthday. He was on a lot of and we're at a fancy ass steakhouse, sit down steakhouse. Chad was a vegetarian already.
Are you still a vegetarian?
No. I was a vegetarian for like 8 years, but during that time I was.
So Chad's a vegetarian. And his dad's at the other head of the table. Chad's boss hogging at this end, right? His birthday boy, the fucking turn up. And he's ordering, and his dad screams across the table, "Give him a steak!" Rare!
Hell yeah.
Come on, dude. No, he's like, fucking fat.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, dude, I mean, and honestly, I think like that, all of that stuff, like my dad constantly trying to fucking humiliate me, like turned me into a comic.
You got to find some way to deal with the bullshit, bro.
Like, it really did, because like it made me sharper with comebacks. It made me quick. It made me like quick the way I think when I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like he was always quick to try to put me down somehow. So I had to find a way to like flip it on him. And my dad, as much as he liked to dish it out to me, he could not take it. So when I landed one on him, it would be like, "You fucking son of a bitch, pussy motherfucker."
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
Right.
And then he'd like run out of the room and slam his door and go to, and I'm like, all right, I won this time. Like, you know.
I remember he got really mad at me for something I said.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool. What was it?
You don't remember?
Not at the moment. But
He was fucking pissed, dude.
What the fuck did you
It
say?
was a joke, man. It was a good
Did you tell
joke,
me he had a
man.
small dick and he had to deal with that or
Not
something?
at all. Not at all. He moved into a new house. Of course, we moved in, him and the family, into a new house. And he's walking out. In the threshold, there's like, what's it called? A little piece of wood in the door frame.
Right.
And he trips. Click, clack. And he's like, "Motherfucker." I was like, "Dude, how's your hover round ever going to get around that?" "Fuck did you say?" And I was like, "Dude, it's a joke." He's like, he got fuming mad at me.
no,
bro.
yeah, he could not take it.
Yeah,
He-
fuming
it was
fucking mad at
fucking.
me.
It was fucking hilarious.
He
how
was also
poor he
my
was.
boss at the time.
Oh, wow.
But he was my boss for like a long ass time.
You bold as fuck for talking to your employers and such, homie.
Oh,
Wow.
dude, yeah, dude. Imagine this. Like, at age 16, I start working for my dad at Red Robin. Like, I was 16. I was out with my friends, and I go over to Red Robin and I say, "Hey, Dad, let me borrow $5 for like the bus home." And he hands me a job application. And he goes, "I'm not fucking taking care of you anymore." I was like, "Cool." So I start working, and now my dad is my boss, and I also live with him.
The
So-
old school generation, this is how we make a man out of you.
Yeah. So my dad's my boss, and I also live with him. So any dumb shit I did at work, I heard about for the rest of the night, if not longer. Like every day, like home, work. It didn't matter. Like that was my boss now.
Right.
Like, it was fucking stupid.
Then he dropped out of high school.
Then I did homeschooling, and I graduated with a 3.8. So suck my dick.
Well, I mean,
I graduated from Horizon too. We were right next to each other, Don.
Yeah.
did y'all go to public schools?
I got in big fucking
Yeah.
trouble.
Bro, so that I'm personally of the belief that a public school diploma don't mean shit. Because I got what's called socially promoted out of high school. That means that means when you go from a state, because every state judges their educational system differently, which is awkward in itself. All right. But coming from Illinois to California, and I dropped out my sophomore year in Illinois and came to California junior. I mean, I never finished my sophomore year. And so when I was a senior in continuation school, the school year ended and I think I was like 4 credits short. They just called me into the principal's office. He was like, dude, we got this diploma for you here. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Social promotion, baby. I didn't have to graduate. So I think like diplomas are shit. And I know too many people with college educations that are just trying to pay off their college debt.
Oh yeah.
Fuck the degree and what it stands for. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just funny.
You know, and also I'm on the job hunt right now trying to find something more stable than what I'm doing. And as I'm looking through fucking Indeed and culinary agents and all this shit, like I see jobs that I've been doing for the last 15 years where it's like, you need a bachelor's degree to even apply. And I'm like, I have 21 years of experience. Your fucking bachelor's degree can suck my dick.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you going to go with the guy just because he has a piece of paper over the guy who has 21 years of experience working in fucking restaurants and
Do
bars?
you want to know the real answer to that question? Because the guy that got the degree is going to be more obedient.
That's true.
He's not going to think for himself.
That's true.
He's going to follow steps. That's what all that education system shit is about. Bro, what a lot of people don't want to admit, what most of the average public knows is YouTube University is better than any college out. You know what I'm saying? And
Really
you don't really need the education, but all that shit from K through 12, bro, it's about getting you to follow steps and do things step by step based on instruction. That's what all that shit is, because they spend the first 3 years of your life teaching you how to walk and talk, and then spend the next 12 years of your life, or 16 or whatever, telling you to sit down and shut up.
Wow.
Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You see it.
You see it. Sidebar. All right. We have all at one point sitting here sold something, right? Sold some form of narcotic.
Come on now.
All right. If you had to go back, Nolan, I want to hear your answer first, but I want to hear your answer too. If you had to go back to selling something, what would it be?
Right now?
Yeah, if you had to, you can't get a job, but you got access to it. What is it?
Fentanyl.
Yo,
What are we talking about?
fentanyl, not cocaine, not pills, but fentanyl specifically.
It's hot right now. I'm trying to be a millionaire. What
That's
the
my
fuck?
man's right there. You say, yo,
That's
Okay.
a terrible answer. It's a
that
terrible
is a
answer.
terrible
It's a-
answer. Like,
it's a
what the
fucking-
fuck, homie?
It's a terrible answer for more than one reason.
Because it's cheap.
Okay. Not only is it cheap, but you're going to get
These are my friends.
You're going to get two types of buyers. You're going to get the junkie that lives on the street who has money every other week to buy from you, or you're going to, in the hopes of selling big, is you're going to get the coke dealer who is cutting his shit
Yep.
Yeah.
that wants to buy a large quantity,
Yep.
which is harder to come by. So I don't know how lucrative that would be in the beginning. Like, if you're looking like, hey, I'm hungry, I need to fucking work, I don't know if fentanyl is the right choice for like a quick upstart.
Yeah.
Chylite used to sell methamphetamine.
Whoa. What the
I
fuck?
can't have fades knocking on my window all night long. That shit is exhausting.
Well, you're
Weed doesn't pay like it used to. I used to sell weed like a motherfucker, and I used to make good money.
All right,
That
first
shit
off, let's
is
get this squared
flooded.
away. Tweakers are consistent. All right, you can say what
And
you
they
want.
find money everywhere.
Yeah, they have a hustle that is unmatched by most people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chad's never. Did we get Chad's answer yet?
No, we didn't get
Anybody
Chad's
else's
answer since you just spoke for me. But go ahead, Chad.
I talked about your history, not your current.
Oh,
You said retro.
If you had a choice, what you would? I'll answer the same question the same. Chad, how about you?
I'm regretting my answer now, but it's what's popping, so I'll stand on it. Do I feel like a piece of shit? Absolutely.
Y'all can't say I'm evil. I'm a good guy. I wouldn't sell fentanyl on purpose.
We're in LA. I'm selling psychedelics. Every fucking asshole in LA is either microdosing or macrodosing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So like if I have a strong plug on everything from Molly to LSD to shrooms, whatnot, like if I'm selling psychedelics, like that shit is flying. I can go stand at any comedy club and sell out in 15 minutes.
He's not lying. I
We
know a
can
guy that has
talk
all the
off camera.
psychedelics on deck. Look, they're like, no shit. Hey, you got the plug on that kid? Like,
Yeah.
It's not that I don't.
I can sell out in 15 minutes, no matter like at any club in fucking LA. Like they're all almost every fucking open mic I go to, every fucking real show I go to, there's at least 2 comics talking about a mushroom trip or an acid trip because they're doing it on a regular right now.
And public is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and a lot of them are
wild.
doing shrooms before getting on stage.
I
Like,
would never in my fucking life, dude.
I've lost my mind, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe they're doing less.
I'm not with the psychedelics.
Maybe
dog.
they're doing less. Micro, macro, something.
whatever the fuck.
But not enough to geek out the way I'm thinking. Moderation was never my strong suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm an addict, dog. I find something I like, I go all the way in. You serious? So
not be in public.
let's say our final pieces. We've ran for an hour and a half.
Let's go.
wow, it's been 90 minutes already.
Yeah,
It's
been
crazy.
90 minutes already, dude. Let's start with you. If there's anything you want to plug or say at the end of this,
All
wrap it
right.
up.
It's your boy, Chylite. You see it, and if not, put your motherfucking goggles on. As of today, my newest single right now is streaming on all streaming platforms. That's off the project upcoming called The Death of Cupid. I think I have a release date in mind, but I ain't rushing no shit. So, enjoy the ride. Just fuck with me because most of y'all don't listen to albums anyways. Y'all all single based and shit. You know what I'm talking about? What else? Oh, to answer the question, if I had to sell anything again, it would be pills. Any prescription. Because if I could get my hands on some fucking codeine or I could get my hands on some oxys, I'd knock that shit the fuck back because, and the clientele is so nice.
Oh yeah,
They're usually really good people.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
With good money too.
Yeah, with good money. They invite you in your house, offer you a bottle of water along with a wad of cash. Like, fuck, I'm mad at this guy for, you know what I'm saying? But yes, stream my music. Probably not going to sell drugs. And if I did, wouldn't tell you anyway because y'all niggas snitch these days, man. I'm talking about Nolan. Talk your shit, kid.
Chylite and I have music coming out together.
We do. He's right about that.
First
Yes.
time I heard about this. Let's start.
Oh yeah, we can
Oh,
show
no,
you.
that's on the recent. That's
Yeah.
on the recent.
Okay.
Chylite and I have music coming out together. I'm in his movie.
He is. He is.
Talking about-
He may be the guy
Yeah.
that gets shot in my movie.
Is
Yeah.
it Cupid?
What? Am I what?
He's a guy that gets shot.
Okay.
I'm not gonna reveal who his character is, but
Wow.
he gets
yeah,
shot.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
in Chylite's new movie. That part was fucking tight. My son's in his movie. He's just tight.
As he is as well. Yeah, the black
I
guy got
have-
little white kids doing shit for him. It's all crazy.
Wow.
out here.
It's like The Wire. You guys should really watch it. Let's see. I have a few solos and a lot of collabs. We're working on something. No rush, my man. I fuck
Playing
with you.
Pistol Money. Clear.
And then I have some solo shit coming out as well. Nolan Low Life, all major platforms. What else? Just Restaurant Gang, fucking just serving my life away. But
no longer
no
dead,
one
but we
cares.
still serving. You heard?
I know, but fucking tap in with Chad Austin. He's a motherfucker. If you're in LA, it's my brother right here. And yeah, suck a dick. Nolan Low Life. Bow.
I ain't got shit right now.
You got a whole lot of shit. I don't know why you bullshit.
No, I really don't.
Buy his book. Buy his fucking book.
I'm actually working with a publisher to get a second version of my book out that's actually like really nice. Cocktail book, 140 different recipes. It's good. Other than that, clubs all over LA. I'm working stand-up comedy and whatnot. This has been fun. Speaking of The Death of Cupid, is the script still
The script had to get altered.
okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's, as it is with any business, the fact that the three of us was able to show up here off of one phone call,
Yeah.
we're all in entertainment.
It's
We
pretty
know
crazy.
it don't happen like that ever in life. So just due to that, I've had to make a lot of changes, but the idea has stayed the same. I really wish them fuck boys fuck Ice House.
Fuck Ice House.
With the longest dick they can find and
Big
AIDS on
old
the
dick.
tip. I I really wish they had fired you before we had started doing all the filming.
Yeah, me too.
Because then it could have been a real different situation, man.
But I will say, to close this out, keep on the lookout. Chylite on Instagram. Keep on the lookout for that shit, because I know it's going to be good, because I did have a little bit of a hand in that. And I'm not tooting my own horn, but I am. I can write. So
Bars.
Thank you for listening. It's been fun. It's been a reunion. It's been real. Fuck the Ice House.
Fuck the Ice House.
Gang.
Turn everything off.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We do it.
I'm looking for the Ice House bitch. I'm gonna fuck the Ice House bitch next too. Keep that on camera.
Fades to black.
Document that, motherfucker. I will have.